Hello, Zookeeper. You did win. Hello, Goldhair. Hello, Amphi. I can see you all. As soon as I turn off the emote only, I'm here at my desk usually. Daffy DD980. Thank you very much for the follow.
Good looking.
Hey, unicorn. I'm just...
Behold the power of cheese.
He's being a butt. Goldhair's a meanie. I'm not. No, he's fine. It's Joe that's leaving me hanging in the Discord. Not you. You're good. Crazy sticky weekend? No, it did not say that. Okay, this is a sponsored stream. I'm going to start off with that. Brought to you by HelloFresh. There are other sponsorships that you can totally check out in my About section, but this one is specifically sponsored by HelloFresh. So at the end of the stream, we're actually going to talk about it a bit more, and I'm going to show off their website and meals and all kinds of stuff because I like them, and they offered me another one, and I was like, heck yeah, I will take it. So, I do need to do my weeklies. Hello, Unwanted Jay. Emotional Kitty, Chromac, Vader, Hypergreed, Mega, Ragemus. I'm so sorry with the hiccups. They've been on and off all day. Efreet, hello. Cracking relics are causing havoc. I gotta do my daily reset. It's Sunday. Bless you. I am sorry for skipping stream last night. I was at a family cookout, and it was actually going really well, and I was having a good time, and Joe was having a good time, and I got to see my sister, and it was good. And my mom didn't stay for too long, so that was nice, because it wasn't as stressful as it could have been. So, like, the whole thing was just good, and I was having fun, and I got to see my cousins, who I haven't seen in a while. One of them has been going to school in Florida to become a vet, so I haven't seen her in ages. So... it was good. It was really good to see everybody, and it was good to chit-chat, and my sister and her husband were up from Iowa, so it was good. And I found out that my mom is moving in with them. Yikes. I did have a great weekend. It was actually very good. I was really nervous about it because things have been on again, off again with a few of my family members, and then I hadn't seen some of the people that I saw today since, like, some shit went down last year, so... I was a little bit nervous about today, but it ended up being really good. So, yay, all good things, right? All good things. I don't need any. There is no collection. I'll be sorry, glad you had fun, hopefully good food. Meh. It was basic cookout food. Some of it was good. One of the donuts at the end of the night was freaking fantastic. Florida, hope she's gonna be good within the next week. She's heading back down to Florida. So, yeah. That's where the vet school was that she wanted to go to, so. Literally, she's been up here for, like, a month or whatever, or a couple of weeks or whatever, and she's been working with her mom at one of the vet clinics, and I just think that's funny that this girl just does not stop working and doing shit because she's a broke college student, so what do you expect? So. There's a storm that's gonna hit Florida. When? She literally has to be back tomorrow. She's gonna leave at like 2 a.m. She's driving down to the Carolinas.
Holy fucking shit.
I'm sorry, apparently I'm loud.
On this... in your Xbox? Yeah.
Sorry. Can I talk now?
Well, I need you to... yeah, because I'm adjusting it.
She's gonna drive down from here to the Carolinas tomorrow, stay there for a day, and then continue to Florida, so. Apparently there's a storm that's gonna hit Florida soon.
Yep.
Poor Sammy. Archon says they're ready. Cool.
Your little S is loading up.
Yeah, it's slow, but it's okay. It'll get you there. Wow, wow. Since this is not going to be a super long stream, I'm gonna leave the cat roulette up for one more day, so it'll be on for tomorrow as well. And then that'll be it for the cat roulette. If anyone is interested in that. Like I said earlier, this is actually a sponsored stream, courtesy of HelloFresh. I'm going to be talking about them on and off. It was very nice of them to offer me another sponsorship. I do appreciate it because they have good food. Good options. Cook it yourself. All the ingredients show up to your house. It's great. So sorry.
Bless him. Bless him.
So sorry about that. That came out of nowhere. And they were very painful. What kind of name is Debbie for a hurricane? I have a great aunt with that name, actually.
Just call it Hawk Tour. It's about
That's,
to spit on everyone.
It's my Grandpa Duck's sister.
Hawk Tour.
No, Debbie.
Well, that's an interesting name for her. Hawk Tour.
No, her name is Debbie.
And I heard you, Hawk Tour. It's a very interesting name.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk about the actual politics, but did anyone see that dude that called Kamala Harris the original Hogtua girl? How mean can you be? How would you say like that? I'm sorry. Okay, why do you name your kid No, I'm sorry. Her name is Debbie.
No, we heard you, Hawk Tour.
Hello, Buzzyhead. Blast, you mean brass, you can curse, you mean. Mega had praised you, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Hurricane Debbie is projected to hit Florida
Thanks for the
tomorrow.
praise.
It's gonna drown the Carolinas and Georgia as well. Oh no, my cousin's gonna be stuck in a freaking hurricane. I feel bad. Seems really probably isn't old enough to be the original though. Would praise, but the only god I worship is myself, says Flavored.
No, the original Hawk Tour is Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, that's true too. But she got roped into that. That's not her fault.
Marilyn Monroe?
Hello, Bun Crusher.
Demo.
Hello, Eris. Did I yawn? I wasn't paying attention. That was probably Joe, but I was probably also me. Who knows? Hello, Jackal. Are you on yet?
Come yell at your fucking machine to move faster.
It's bullshit. I should just give you you my machine and play through my computer. I could just give you my machine and then play through my Switch. It'd be funny.
And load just as slow?
I just thought it would be funny. But no, I could give you my machine and then play through my play through my PC. Cat just walked out of your room, stood in the hallway for a second, and then walked right back in. It was on guard duty. Was he had?
Yeah, I'm finally in.
Finally in.
Ooh, a Nova?
I thought it was you. It's flavored buzzing in.
Oh my god, the fucking lag.
Mechanical thought process notes for future. I don't know what that means, Eris. It's Boreal again, surprisingly, even though there has been no major update yet. Which means, is there an alert for the other...
Boreal
other
is the one that's fucked up.
That's why I'm saying, is there... Oh. They didn't skip it this time?
Which means it's fucked up.
Hello, Sire J.
Hypergreed says in weather news, Tropical Storm Hawk-Tuah is now powered up to a Category 1. More at 11.
It's terrible. No, I didn't get a chance to yet, Alpha Ryan. I will try to remember to check it when I get back. Hold on, let me write it down, because that will be better. I literally got home, set up stream, threw the sponsorships up, did all the things. I was like, oh man, I don't know what I have. Magistar? I might.
Building. It is consuming huge amounts of power and resources. Shut his facilities down.
Might have one between me and Joe, I don't know.
Is within you, just as it consumes me.
Joe alert, let's see.
Follow me, Natal.
The biocatalyst from the mixer to halt the greater poisons creation.
Hey, Bob Jeff, what's going on? Hello, Carrot.
Take care when destroying the biocatalyst cartridge. It is
Hey,
highly
Bob Jeff.
explosive. Good work. Now get to the injector.
I'm gonna hop out, have a great stream, and night. Good luck on your weekly resets. Thank you. Have fun with your friends, RJ. He's still not home, Joe.
Set the injector
You fucking serious?
I'm serious.
to incinerate the toxin.
It's been like, what, 2 months now?
It's been a while. Yeah, he's been at his friend's
Jeez.
house still.
Nice friend, I would have fucking thrown you out.
Says you. I was there for 5 months.
Yeah, I couldn't get rid of you.
You just wanted me to move back in, you lie.
Hmm.
See,
Did I say
taking
that, though?
notes for one possible future. Eris, I do not understand you at all. I literally don't know what that means. Again. Yeah, Sire J, the ride for him to go home just keeps getting delayed.
The system to waste. And your
Tried what?
He's in another state.
Children of abomination. Filth born.
And what's the issue with driving home?
Somebody's
Why
supposed
can't
to
I bring
come
up
get
my
him.
map?
No, he's been there this whole time, Archon. Oh, you're in state? I thought you were out of state.
I can't bring up my map. Is your fucking back button broken on this controller?
Yes. I told you it's sticky. You have to, like, kind of jam it. Or double click it sometimes, too.
Objective achieved. Well
You
done.
know, you have to jam it.
I told you I was having issues with it.
Yeah, I told you to fucking replace it, and you didn't do it.
Yeah, well, now I have my Series X controller, so I didn't have to. It just got overused. That controller lasted 3 years of streaming full time. I say it's lived its life. I'm okay with the fact that I killed it. To temptation, you drop something on your head. That's because Lobster just dropped a ton of stuff. You're just super high up in the state. Okay, so I knew it was some sort of like longer drive. Live on southern side of Florida, and Sire J right now is on the upper side of Florida. You have memory in the memory card? What? Flavor, don't... Eris, I am going to need you to be coherent, or you're going to be timed out. Because this is like the second or third stream in a row where I understand zero of the things that you're typing, and I don't like it. So please ask coherent style questions, or you will be muted for the stream, because I cannot read when you type that kind of stuff and expect me to be able to respond with actual answers. No, there's static from Joe's mic. He probably has the fan on. There's static. Every
Yeah,
time
the
you
fan's
talk or
on.
breathe.
I don't breathe heavy. You can't hear me breathe.
No, when you breathe, I'm not hearing you breathe, but the mic is allowing the static to come through. So there's like almost constant static on my end. Florida, the Kaled of America. Nah. Do you like the jade frame? Yes. Hello, Zarin. Wait, yeah, 8th is possibly when I should finally be home, because that's when my next possible ride should be, says Sarah J. Zarin says hi.
Is there?
What's up, comrade?
You can't take a bus or a train or something back down?
Pazula's project is consuming huge amounts
I
of
shall
power.
pay no mind to the duck
Before
behind the
armor can.
keyboard. Got it. You're also in zero rush to leave? Yeah. I know.
In the hour of my
Besides your dog, I
sacrifice,
know there was no reason to technically go home right now.
and so, there is no place for you in the eternal fields of Tau.
Hello, Frenzied Riot. It's nice to meet you.
Excavator is ready to go. Take its power and protect it from enemy fire.
Hello, Jasonator. How are you?
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Thank you so much for the 3 stream streak, Willow. She said destroyed. Oh, why did I go to the side so far? You're trying to learn how to do your first lich. Ooh, have fun. I love liches. I have... is the problem. I've done over 100 liches. And like 20 something Sister Parvoses. It's so bad. It's so bad. I love them. I can't wait for the new ones. I know, Scooby-Doo. Nobody else likes it either. Hopefully TikTok will... I mean, not TikTok. Hopefully Twitch will fix their weird TikTok-style screen. Literally, I've had at least one person complain about it per stream since it went live. So don't worry, nobody else likes it either. Doing liches is like figuring out puzzles in your humble opinion. Kinda. In the beginning, when you first start out and you don't know what you're doing. The Great 1001 said, liches get stitches? Yes. Remember, you can only keep 150 liches now? What?
An artifact has been located.
What do you mean? I can't just infinitely keep them? So you need
No,
to-
they put a limit.
What?
Protect the remaining dig sites.
When did they put a limit?
One of the recent, the other update.
That's so
What is one?
sad. So you can only have that many converted, you mean, at one time?
Unit while it extracts the artifact.
Yeah, that's Joe's microphone, Willow.
It didn't
There's
help the
nothing I can
battery.
do about it. What?
God.
It is very obnoxious on this side, but it's not a big deal. What were you saying? You got a mod here instead of TikTok style for paid on mobile? Yep.
Oh my gosh, I see it! Is that a corgi?
Hello,
Someone
Corgish.
told me that there was gonna be a corgi.
Hello, Cookie Line.
Nice to meet you. How are you? His little baby paw.
Well, I don't even think I'm at that threshold of having 100 converted, but I've definitely done over 100. A lot of them were killed, and a bunch of the ones that I've converted have been traded off.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
And that's sad. I don't like when they put caps on stuff like that. Can I buy more lich slots?
Bones of my father,
I'd be okay with that. Not ideal, but
carcass of my mother.
that's better than not being able to.
Devoured. Behold me. Limbs of my children, piecemeal, unbroken.
Even counter the one you traded and converted / kill. No. No, I don't like that. I'm gonna have to go look at that system.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
It listens. So your list of liches and sisters has to be below 150 from all category. What? I will be looking into that. I do not like this.
Excavator
Oh my
destroyed.
god, that wasn't enough.
Protect the remaining dig sites. Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire. We need
that
another
even
power
enough?
cell for the excavator. Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining dig sites. Hazul will need to look elsewhere for his cryotic supplies. Get work.
So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across. 1, 6, 7, 10, 13, 14. Where's my phone? I leave my phone in the kitchen. Hold on a second, people. I most certainly did leave my phone in the kitchen. I'm already at 138. Give me one moment to check if I had a Magistar ribbon so I can let Alpha Ryan know.
I've been thinking, Operator. I thought you'd want to know.
Laura, what's up? What's up, baby? I do not have one. Karen, would you rather be bitten by a vampire, werewolf, or zombie? It's a good question. Probably werewolf. Maybe.
Archon Boreal serves only
It would depend on the type of werewolf. If it's the werewolf that I still have all of my like sense of self when I change and I can, then probably werewolf. If not, if it's just like the one that goes just complete berserker once a month during the full moon and stuff.
Martian's gone.
Oh, okay. Then probably vampire.
Flavor says vampire personally. I already don't go outside much, so the only thing I'd really need to worry about is dealing with the craving for blood.
Werewolf, so you don't have to work a job or pay taxes anymore. Cause like, if it's the type of werewolf, there are some werewolves that are only affected if the light of the moonlight touches them. So if like you're indoors or something, like you don't get changed, then I would definitely go werewolf. Like it literally has to be the light of the full moon to change them. Implications for vampire are farther reaching than anyone thinks. Well, it would depend on the type of vampire, because there are some vampires that just need blood. It doesn't need to be human blood, it just needs to be blood. So, like, animal blood is supposed to be not as satisfying and not as filling, but it does the trick. So it all depends on what lore is being applied here.
P1's a duck asked me, would you rather be bitten by a vampire, a werewolf, a zombie, or a duck? I'd go with a vampire. At least I wouldn't have to worry about being a duck and getting my brain fried like Edric's microwave.
Vampires don't have to work either, and they get into the best places.
Laurel is here. Strike fast. Use cover. And do not let him heal.
But that's the thing, even as a werewolf, like, you still have to pay taxes and have a job. I don't know who said you didn't.
Sir_Korgurus says hello Kira and friends. About the Twitch mobile update, it's still not a good UI design, but I find the For You page to be very good at recommending me streamers I'd actually like. Noticeably better system than on PC in that regard. Everything else, bleh.
Should allow you to deceive the bearer.
Vampires being immortal is a turn-off for you. You don't want to be sad forever and see your loved ones die, or become as sad as me if you turn them into vampires. Just pointing out, vampires for various reasons, across various mythos, still have disturbing implications past just vampires. Yeah. That's why that's why I was leaning towards werewolf. But werewolves, I just don't like the ones that go like full berserker mode where they just have no sense of self, no faculties, and they'll just like wake up in a parking lot naked after they've gone on a torment. Like that's a lot to deal with. great to be a vampire from I Am Legend because you're already part of the family. Hello, Yuri. Archer Tomorrow is the one that gave you the most trouble, and the other two were an easy cakewalk for you.
Fazul promises his Namor cultists a new creation. I do not know how much of that comes from the Ram's memories of Taft, and how much from Era's dreams of a kingdom of his own to rule.
How was my day? Anything interesting? It's actually been a pretty interesting weekend.
Excellent work.
But today specifically, I went to go see the Deadpool and Wolverine movie with Joe and some friends, and that was good. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I very much liked that. I actually thought it was better than the second Deadpool. We got to the end of the movie, and I was like, I enjoyed that very much. I would watch this again if it came on TV. Which is usually a good indicator whether or not I liked the movie, is if I just sit through it again. Willingly, at least. And then after that, we went out to lunch with Joe's friend Chris. And then while I was at lunch, my sister texted me if I wanted to go out to dinner with her husband, and our mom. So it was funny. I ended up seeing the movie. Joe paid for my ticket. Went out to lunch. Chris paid for everybody's food. Went to get food for the snake because I was out. And then went out to dinner. And my sister paid for everybody. I was like, I got so much free stuff today. I just felt spoiled. I did have a bad thing happen today. We don't know what's wrong with it yet. But, the car's not doing good. So, yeah, it might be another very expensive purchase coming up. But we will have to see. Joe's mom's gonna do a ride along with him tomorrow to see what she thinks might be up before sending it out to a mechanic. But we did try to turn it off and on again, actually. We did. We tried that. It shakes when accelerating. Like, violently. Did that not go through? Did I click deny? I might need another one. Oh, no, I did join you guys. Never mind. Did you put gas in the right place? Yes. Did we get you check your fishbowl for fashions? Yes. It's very pretty.
Ahoy, hoy! Might you have time for a quick run? You're a biped, that's a pun.
Other than Twilight, can you provide samples of vampires sustaining themselves on animal blood? Supernatural. Doesn't Supernatural, some of them use animal blood? Joe? Ooh, this is pretty. 10.
I don't remember. I know
they
that
use, like,
some,
bag
Benny
blood.
was getting it from the hospital.
Yeah.
Fucking lagged, Christ.
Lloyd has tasked us with finalizing several experiments. And there will be no coming back until the job is done. We are alone.
None of that is
We
good.
must conquer or we must
Hildren,
die.
I guess, because it's
If we
Hildren,
fail,
Rhino,
we
and
fail life itself.
what is that?
Should we succeed, may our
Hydroid?
sacrifice
We could do
be
Hydroid,
forever
maybe.
unknown. With me, friends, to war!
Do Tetra, Ocucore, Nami Scala. There are vegan werewolves. Turned out to just be a dick. They also eat human. Kira, why would you make me think about Supernatural? I have not seen the ending, so please don't tell me. But yes, I know there are a lot of people that are sad that it ended. 105 stream streak, Articus. Holy cow. Interview with a vampire. Supernatural, you think all vamps eat humans. There was one episode where werewolves eat animals. Or maybe it was werewolves that eat animals. I don't know. There's got to be others. No, he's at my house, but he wasn't going to stay for long, Bob Jeff, so he's not streaming. Was Tetra... Ocucore... Nami Scala. Give me a second, I'm just modding to make this work.
Flavor says pros of being a vampire: immortality, enhanced strength and speed, neat abilities tied to the vampirism skill tree. Cons: outliving your friends and loved ones, sunlight will probably kill you if you're not careful, dealing with the cravings for blood. Between you and me, even trade any day dark mode.
You think that's an even trade? You have to vote to... Oh, I didn't mean to vote to decline it. I looked at the thing and then backed up. Hold on, I can fix that, I think.
Scooby Doo 5267 says dingle dangle flickety doo flickety dee.
Come and get. Ooh, conversation. Who goes first? Like 'em?
Oh gosh. Master Entrati's experiments are under threat from the Murmur. Nay, rip from his teeth all that he has taken and teach him this. That woe shall be his sole reward. Prepare well, for we shall not return. Prepare for all several experiments of heads high and hearts full of fire. Let's finalize those.
I was thinking.
Slight argument to that, garlic is a powerful aromatic that is painful to vampire sense of smell. Sunlight leaves a vampire severely weakened. It doesn't even trade because you'll live long enough to see Jade Prime come out. Well, you should live long enough, hopefully, anyway.
Incoming assault! Respond and repel! Situation evolving. Expect updates. Move!
Oh yeah, you tried fixing that strict NAT issue for Warframe. Didn't work, even after forwarding port and whatnot. Jeez. Maybe there's something wrong on Warframe's side? After 3 with triple F for the vampire thing. On the modern stuff, yes, Scrambroker's Dracula, if I'm not mistaken, says that sunlight doesn't kill, but it weakens them. How does one get in there? I don't know if I've ever been in there. Thank you, Alpha Ryan. Once you found necroparts, you're gonna have your necromech building, and you're probably not gonna be playing Warframe for a bit because of the annoying grind for the necroparts. Yeah, I'm sure that was taking a while. Stand up for a second. Good night, Alpha Ryan. Thank you so much for hanging out. Returnal steps to eliminate the vampire crazy, decapitating with a clove of garlic in the mouth, stake the heart, hold the hands over the cross being held against the body, drag the coffin and all into the morning sun to be burned to ash. Yeah, this is very oddly specific. I want to know who did all of that to figure it out. My apologies, people. I am blinking out a little bit. I'll get a wave of energy soon. For some reason, I'm like stupidly tired now.
Yeah.
You're getting it too?
I've already blinked out.
Oh man, there's been a couple of times.
I'm done after this.
Yeah, there's a couple of times I'm sitting here just like straight up blinking out.
Counterattack successful. Fingers off triggers. Stand by for orders.
Both of you had a long day, and technically the smarter thing to do after a long day is to rest.
Yeah, but there
and
was
not
nothing
stream.
strenuous. We were just sitting around most of it.
We've been sitting around most of the weekend. I mean, it was hot yesterday, but we came back here.
Yesterday
and
was
slept.
death.
It was death. It was freaking awful. There was still a heat advisory, and tomorrow's going to be almost as hot. It was 91 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yesterday or today?
Yesterday.
I was gonna say today didn't seem like that.
No, I think it was yesterday. It was 91 still, or something like that. It was still up pretty high. Tomorrow's gonna be 90. High of 90. Hydrate, avoid stupid alcohol. You know the drill. Yeah. Now, I only had one shot yesterday, just because, I don't know, it looked yummy. And it was yummy. It tasted like cherry cough syrup, which I know is gross to a lot of people, but I'm that weirdo that enjoyed it. So I only had one, but the itis is like kicking my ass right now. Kick my butt. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was a cherry Dr. McGillicuddy's shot. And I don't usually drink at all. But like I said, I felt like having one. And so I had one, and it was delicious. If it had been carbonated, you could have told me it was a soda, and I would have believed you. And I would have loved it. I don't understand why you guys couldn't deal with it. It's normal here, and I understand why you guys couldn't deal with it. It's normal here, and I couldn't deal with the 91. Yeah, no, it was hot. Damn, 91 is our average temperature. It's normally that hot there? Like, that's insane. Yeah, no. Have me not move there. Thanks. I don't do well in the heat, especially when you're outside in it and it's humid and gross and just... it's awful. Did 4 hours of intense yard work at 92 degrees. Did the mistake of a bottle of a wine on Friday. It just happened that that bottle of wine was 1.5 liters. Why? Left me feeling icky. I wonder why. These are so good. The sweeter the alcohol drink is, the smoother it goes down, and boy, do you get messed up. Well, I don't drink to get drunk. I've never been drunk. I never plan to be. It's not my thing. I just, if it tastes good, I'll have one. And that's kind of just the way that it goes for me. I just like if it tastes good. I don't care if there's alcohol in it or not. It just, if it sounds like it might taste yummy, I'll have like one. But I've had other ones of that brand that I like before. I've had the root beer one, and I've had the butterscotch one, and both of those are really good, and they don't burn. I don't like that burn feeling at all. So I definitely prefer ones that are like those. So that's why I took one, because I knew it's not terrible from that brand usually, and the cherry sounded good. I wonder why sarcastic or serious. I don't know, it just seems like a lot. 91 is either hell incarnate humid or decent not humid. Yeah, no, it's hell incarnate. Well, it's New England. It's always humid here. Massachusetts and Rhode Island are fairly close to the water, so it's disgusting. Wanna know what's super delicious? Jack Daniel's Black Jack Cola. I've never had that. Hello, Tokyo. It's been a bit. How are you? Try 100. Let's try 97 and 70% humidity. Welcome to Tokyo. Margaret, thank you so much for the resub.
Sir_Corvus just subscribed for 20 months. Yuppie yaboo.
Let me put it like this. You'd rather be in Colorado 91 degrees than in Florida. Thank you for the head pat. I will hydrate. Just give me a moment. Just me, or do all the enemies seem really scarce this time around? You're turning 30 this year, right? Yes. Yes, I am. Job. I know, I'm so sorry. I'm trying very hard. I should have just skipped tonight too. If I had streamed last night, I would have been skipping tonight, but I didn't want to skip 2 nights in a row. Especially with what?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
This controller is fucking up the audio.
I'll have to put up another spare controller online because I would like to have a backup in case this one breaks.
Almost brought my.
Can I make your birthday into one of my passwords? I won't tell where, quite obviously, but let's just say that it's required by your org to change passwords every month, and you're running out of birthdays to put as your password. You made so many people's birthdays as your password for this one thing, it's annoying that you have to change it every month. Yeah, I don't care. jump over that, that's fine too. Twitch is asking you to announce your anniversary again. Not bugging at all.
Serve quite handily. All right, let's wrap this up.
You think I'm making peanut butter jelly, banana, and bacon sandwich? Only because an NPC made it. That was the bacon? I don't know how I feel about the bacon being in there. That was the third one, right?
Second.
Yeah, I'll stay with the conduit. I'm a hydroid. It works out perfect.
Excellent. Arterial conduits are now producing material essential to Lloyd's continuation of Master Entralte's experiments. Ensure said material does not fall into the enemy's many, many hands. Green light, move!
All the best season. You love it with your hoodie, and it smells like campfire. The time of year for cider and hot cocoa and s'mores. Oh, I love fall. I can't wait. I want summer to be over. The heat has been horrible. And I would like to have my electricity bill stop being outrageous. Like, I'm sure this upcoming month is gonna be brutal. Probably gonna be like $250. Hello, Drozen. How are you? Sorry, I'm so sleepy. I hope you're doing well. It's been a long couple of days. This is why I didn't stream last night. One, because we didn't get home until super late, so I would have streamed for like an hour. But yeah, it's been. Well, it was a good couple of days, but it's been a long couple of days. You're doing well, that's good to hear. Yeah, I went to a family cookout yesterday and I spent a lot of time outside in the heat. That's no fun. And then on the way home, our car ended up shaking on the highway. Don't know what's causing it, so we ended up swapping vehicles this morning. And today we went to the movies to go see Deadpool vs. Wolverine. Yeah, it's just called Deadpool Wolverine. And then we also went out to lunch. While I was out to lunch, my sister asked if I wanted to go out to dinner with her husband, and my mom's. She's up from Iowa until Tuesday. And then we ended up doing a couple of errands, going back to my house, and then going all the way back towards Joe's to go to a restaurant that my mom likes to go to, and then went out to dinner with my family. Now we're finally home. What did you think of the movie? I actually really enjoyed it. I feel like anybody who gave that a bad review just was taking it too seriously. It's not meant to be serious, but I very much enjoyed that movie. I would say the plot line was better than 2 as well. People were like, oh, plot line's not good. I was like, no, that actually was good. I enjoyed it. We went to the carnival in the heat yesterday, and then a burlesque circus show thing later in the evening. Cool. Fancy. Don't like the CGI of the movie. It's so obviously rushed. Otherwise, it's a good movie. I didn't notice that, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, it's just, I'm finally de-stressed, which is nice. Family gathering stuff, and part of the stuff today was just having me very nervous. Not insanely so, but I was kind of pacing the other night, and it just, I don't know, it had me stressed out. So I'm glad that it's all over, and that it all went fairly smoothly. I did find out that my mom is most likely moving in with my sister and her husband out in Iowa. I'm like, good luck with that. That is, well, and it's not anything that has to do with me, so I'm not going to stick my nose in anyone's business, but I am worried that that's going to end poorly for my sister's husband and my sister. Having my mom move in with them. But not my decision, not my priority. They want to do that, that is on them. More power to them. But yeah, it's gonna be kinda chaotic. But the fact that my mom's not buying her own house means that she's gonna have to pay taxes on all the money that she gets from selling the house. So I hope she knows that. And I hope she puts enough aside to not end up evading taxes or being stuck. But again, that's on her.
I have white.
On me. White, okay. No, she hasn't sold the house yet, so she can't pay me what she owes me. Which means I'm still... I don't have my savings, basically, which I could use right now, but it's fine. I'll make it work. She will be paying me before she moves out to Iowa, because otherwise I would sue her, because we both have a signed piece of paper that says she will pay me back. And I keep it in my purse. It goes everywhere with me. So I do not lose it. But no, she still owes me $5 grand. Because I asked her the other day, and apparently she's just able to barely keep the lights on, so she doesn't have anything that she can give me back from it. Even though it has been almost a year. Oop, that was the edge. Thought I hit the stairs. I was trying to tell you, all the ones that were giving it bad reviews were nitpicking. Everyone else saw it, said they loved it, glad you enjoyed it. I wish my dad could have seen it. He's a big X-Men fan in general, and superhero movie fan, but like he really likes the X-Men movies, and I really think he would have enjoyed this one.
Well then.
The 1 year anniversary of him passing is coming up soon. Like 2 weeks.
You have been most helpful.
Yeah, he would have enjoyed that. Speaking of watching things, you binged all of season 1 of that new Batman show that came out a few days ago, and you actually really liked it. If you got Prime, you'd recommend giving it a watch. I do have Prime, and they won't stop advertising it to me, so it's making me not want to watch it. Almost every ad that came up was that. If it had like multiple ads in it, at least one of them was the Batman ad when I binge watched Hazbin Hotel the other night because my sister kept asking me to watch it, and I promised her that I would watch at least some of it before she left from her vacation to go back home. So I binged it the other night before I saw her. But now I have to watch Hell of a Boss or whatever at some point.
Thanks, Archon. Thanks, Prime.
Yeah, I will. Just to spite your sister, my adventures with Superman first. Well, she didn't ask me to watch Hell of a Boss, but she just really, really wanted me to watch Hazbin Hotel because she loves the songs and everything from it. And she's cosplaying as one of the characters, so. All the songs are good, amazing even. But yeah, my sister's been really good as of late. I've had a lot of really good conversations with her. She even told me well in advance that she was coming out to visit and that she specifically wanted to put time aside to spend with me while she was out here. And so things have been a lot better with her. And
she's stupid fucking bored.
Yeah, well. Her and her husband were trying to get me and Joe to come out to Iowa.
He was not.
Well, he was suggesting things you could do if you came out. Honestly, I would probably have a lot more money if I moved out there because everything is... All the living expenses are significantly cheaper, but... I don't want to. I told him how much I was paying. I told my sister's husband how much I was paying in rent. And he was like, by yourself? I was like, yeah. He's like, you can afford that? I was like, I mean, my money's tight, but yeah. He was like, you can't just get like a 1-bedroom for like $900, and I was like, no. Not to take animals and stuff. Nobody wants me and my animals. Everything is cheaper in the middle of the country where there's just cornfield. Yeah, nothing to do, but I don't go out anyways. What's the difference? Hi. Was that necessary? No. Avara just did a running vaulted jump and climbed herself up the back of my chair and was just perched up there for a second. Hello, boo-boo. Jump. Jump. No Joe stick there. Honestly, that is 100% the biggest reason I didn't move out there. Hello, Thomas. Hi, Kira. Oh, Kira, I'm off to bed. Hope you have a good night. Don't forget if you didn't add a tally. I did not add a tally. I told you you have to remind me, and thank you very much. You are on 88. But yeah, Joe not being out there, 100% why I won't move. I heard you. Thomas, thank you so much for the follow. Your ears are slowly dissolving. I do need to hydrate. So you said you were going to bed? Joe?
What?
You said you're going to bed?
No, but I'm not playing anymore.
One must make the best of things. I'm never alone down here, Tenno. It's all... Sometimes I wonder how much of this Albrecht saw coming. And then I try not to think about it. There we are then. Splendid.
To do what you do would vex my sanity, Tenno. We appreciate company is always welcome down here.
Alright, let's head up. Ooh, I like this flavor. This looks really good. Good morning, DMX. I'm a little bit tired, but other than that, it's been a good day. Very long couple of days, but I'm good. Efreet, if you're still here, thank you so much for that 50 stream streak. I can see it in my activity feed. I must have missed that in chat. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Well, it's very pretty. I love this Hydroid skin. It's so good. No, I'm not going to.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return
Covered in blood.
safe and sound.
What I am gonna do is mute Joe just for a moment because I need to talk about the sponsorship and they're gonna clip stuff and they're not gonna want the crackliness in the background. So give me just a moment. I'll mute you and unmute you in a little bit.
I can mute.
Oh, well, that would also be helpful. So I'm just gonna talk about the sponsorship for a few minutes. Thank you. Okay. If you are unaware, this stream is pleasantly sponsored by HelloFresh. I have had their food several different times. It is quite tasty, and all of the ingredients are delivered fresh to your house, hence the HelloFresh part. If you click my link or use my code, and you can get 10 free meals and free breakfasts for life. One breakfast item per box while the subscription is active. And if you're in the US, it'll work out. So, the link and the code are valid in all countries and respective local discount will apply. Now, would you guys like to see some food? Because it looks delicious. Ta-da! So, the options for this upcoming week, they're Hall of Fame, I almost said flame, sorry. Hall of Fame ones are buffalo cauliflower tacos. Ooh, that actually sounds really good, except I can't do spicy. White cheddar crunch burgers.
Flavored flavor says fat man. Large individual. Portly pal. Rotund fellow. Overweight titan. Black hole with legs.
You also
Eater
have
of worlds.
the
Bane of buffets.
beef and pepper
that one frame that can bore
enchiladas.
snipe you. I'm running out of ways to say fat man.
Pork and pepper enchilada. Oh, because you can change your type of meats for pretty much everything. You can even when you're going to check off stuff, you can actually narrow things down. So if you have like a food allergy or something like that, you can like pick and choose based off of what you would like. But then you can also have the, ooh, this looks really yummy too. Sorry, I got distracted by food. Mushu pork bowls, ooh. I think that's what I will get. So with HelloFresh, they send you all of the ingredients fresh to your doorstep. You don't have to get this every week if you don't want to, but you can literally get a box every week. You can choose how many meals show up. You can rearrange it every time, or you can just leave it on auto and it'll just send you 3 meals if you forget to pick what you want. But if not, you can pick what you want every week. You can even set it up for like a month in advance. So all of these timelines, you can go ahead and just click all of the meals in advance and then forget about it. It's like a really easy way to just know everything that's going to be coming. If you're like, oh, I'm actually gonna have people coming over, so I need 1 more extra serving. You can like add an extra serving to your boxes and that kind of stuff ahead of time, which is really nice. And because it's just the ingredients and the recipes that show up, it's nice because you can cook it to your liking. You like things a little extra crispy, you want things cooked a certain way, everything's cooked the way that you want it to be cooked. You just don't have to worry about going out and getting the ingredients and having like too much of something and letting it go to waste or anything like that. So it's definitely nice. So if you are in the US, you should try it out. I've had it a couple of times. I genuinely do like it, and now that I am by myself, it is even more tempting to just have meals ready to go, delivered, and then I just have to cook it. It's so much nicer. One of my least favorite things is going to the grocery store and be like, I don't know what to eat. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? I hate that. This solves that problem, because it's just already coming, and then I can just pick what I want. So I'm gonna make a list and then I will order it after, just because like I'm so worried about you guys seeing where I live. So I'm gonna write down what I want and then I will come on here, order it later. And then I know all of you want a cooking stream, so I'm gonna attempt to do that and go over the things that I can do on stream as cooking. So yeah, I'm gonna go and cook one of the meals that comes in the box, and I'll let you guys pick which one I cook, possibly. Where was that other one I was already saying I wanted and I forgot already? The Mushu pork bowls, because that sounds delicious. Mushu pork bowls. So I will be getting that. Let's pick two other meals. Creamy caramelized onion meatloaves. Oh, that also sounds really good. Mandarin chili, pork chops. There's so many good options, and they rotate and give new recipes all the time too, which is awesome. Like, I don't even recognize most of these ones from before. Yeah, I put these 2 boxes too. Caramelized onion, since Joe gets mad at me all the time. I say that word funny. Or meat loves. I do love meat, but it's meatloaves. And then Mexican chicken and rice. That sounds delicious too. What else is on here? Ooh, peaches and cream French toast? No, not for me. My sister would probably devour that, but like, down to peaches. Prosciutto wrapped chicken. Ooh. Amen. Pork meatloaf parm. What an odd combination. Sweet chili turkey lettuce wraps. What is this? Butter, pepper, sugar, salt. So it tells you what's not in there. And it's usually very, very basic stuff. They give you everything else. Lime, bell pepper, peanuts, sweet Thai chili sauce, cilantro, and onion. You know what? That sounds super healthy and quite tasty, so... I'm just gonna write down the ones that sound insanely delicious to me, and then I will order them tomorrow. Nova Prime, thank you so much for the 25 stream streak. Look at all the options. it's almost too many. Spicy sweet Szechuan portobello lo mein. Stop, that sounds so good. Tex-Mex turkey bowls. This sounds amazing. Oh, I didn't even see Archon was going to bed. Good night, Archon, if you're still here. Smashed pork. Smashed pork gyoza tacos. It just looks like so much good food. Jammy bacon and Gouda melts. Oh no, there's kale. I was like, oh, this sounds pretty good with kale. No, I hate kale. Kale, I feel like kale's not supposed to exist. It tastes disgusting to me. Slow cooker slammin' barbecue sandals. Interesting. This just goes on and on. Okay. It's done. Ooh, pork schnitzel. Yummy. I've had schnitzel before. It's delicious. There was one more that looked good and I scrolled past and didn't write it down, and now I'm kicking myself. This one. Looks delicious. Alright, I'm gonna tab off and I am going to use my own link to get started because it's super easy. people. What are you doing?
Hi, Kira, this is HelloFresh. We have an exclusive deal baking for you. Your very own special meal, exclusive to those who entered your code. Mayonnaise on cheeseless pizza. Do we have a deal?
Hold on, people. I was gonna buy it now, but I don't know what email to use. I will probably set this up after stream so we can get back to streaming. And then, like I said, I wrote down all the ones that I want, and I will order it, and then I will show you guys what it looks like when it comes in. Mayo and cheeseless pizza? No, I don't like mayonnaise. Your chat is currently filled with Harrow fashion, and you're all for it. Nice. Hello, Nebula. You think Gouda, you're getting you too broke for another subscription service? Gouda is better. Just a moment, people. Where did the link go? Where the HelloFresh? Where did you go? I just don't want you guys to see my personal information, so I am going to fill it out. Fill it out off camera. Be nice if I typed my whole address and not just the part of it.
Mr. 605 just subscribed for
Mr.
27
605,
months.
thank you so much.
Anniversary.
You're just now experiencing Zarin. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Mr. 605, for resubbing. 27 months is a really long time. You're gonna shut down your PC so you could clean it, otherwise you might burn the house down from judging what happened. Thankfully, that extension fuse took the bullet first and didn't cause a fire from using an industrial barrel-looking vacuum on it. Jeez. Nebula, it says something went wrong.
What's the
Streamlabs might
best
be having a
smelling
problem.
insect?
CUI is so bad.
A
Why does Twitch
deodorant?
copy TikTok? Didn't need to go Twitch for clips. We want the streams. Yep. I guess they're just trying to push it real hard for some reason. Been here since May 11th, 2022. I almost said 2012. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. That was a lot. Bossy, sorry for the delay. No, that's okay. I'm just ordering the HelloFresh stuff on stream. If you guys have not done it yet.
Smile, my dear!
Hello.
You know you're never fully dressed without one.
How are you? You were summoned? You were not summoned. Why were you summoned? Were you summoned because you heard that I watched all of Hazbin Hotel in one night? Because my sister has been begging me every time we have a conversation to watch it so we can talk about it. Yes, Nova? It's you from the past, it's you from the present. Oh, hi, and I have one question for you. What the hell were you cooking with that Zephyr build? I mean, seriously, why did you have an unranked Firewalker on? What? That's probably me. I was told I should be here. I didn't ask details. Who told you you should be here? For what purpose? I mean, I'm glad that you're here. I'm happy that you're here. But, you ain't a snitch. Fork over the information, sir. Right. Where are they? Tell me why someone would think I should be here. Because it's fun. Because I started new sponsorships? Nothing happened? nothing bad. Yeah. I mean, okay, so I'll give you everything that I've told stream so far, and you can
Mr.
tell me why people
605
told you
asked
to be
me,
here. So,
did you hear about the farmer who could do magic? No, what about the farmer?
no, what about the farmer? I went to a party. I talked to my sister. They want me to go out there, but I'm not going to do it. I don't have to go out to Iowa money. Stuff has been good with her. I was chatting with my mom. I found out that my mom is more than likely moving in with my sister and her husband. So fun with that. And I went to the movies today and I saw Deadpool Wolverine, which I actually really enjoyed. And then my car, or mine and Joe's car, is struggling a bit. We don't know what's wrong with it yet. Joe's gonna have his mom go on a ride along with him tomorrow and find out. But we were on the highway and it was like like chugging forward. Like it was shaking pretty violently when accelerating. So yeah, that's probably why you want to go visit this. Kind of. Yeah, it would be nice to go out there and visit her. I've been having better conversations with her lately, a lot better. So sounds like a CV joint from that description. Yeah, it's only when accelerating. When it's like coasting and stuff, not a problem. I was worried that it's the transmission. It gets worse at higher speeds, and sometimes it was being random. But it was fine when I was going from the family party to like Joe's house, but then from Joe's house to my place on the highway, it was making me very nervous. Is our car front wheel drive, Joe? I don't know if he can hear me because I had him mute, so. Is it even worse turning sharper? No, it was like it's just accelerating was the issue. I don't know if turning was an issue. When he did turn pretty sharp, there was like a sound and noise. We didn't know what that was. But it seems to only be at above 40 for speed. CV or ball joints depends on the age of the car. I think the ball joints were just replaced though when we got it. The car is a 2000 Toyota Avalon. CV stands for constant velocity. Sounds like a constant velocity joint. But yeah, it literally made the car feel like it was shaking back and forth pretty violently. Car shaking is cold. Let it inside. Oh, hardy har har. Wheel bearing, maybe. $200-ish for the CV axle. Yes, a 2000 Toyota Avalon is front wheel. Okay. Wheel bearing. That would be true at all speeds. It only seems to be noticeable at higher speeds. Initiating fake laugh could also be a bent rim with that. Had that with the Kia. I mean, if it's just a $200 fix, that's not bad. I'm worried about like a $3,000 problem. Like, I'm just really hoping it's not stupid expensive. Labor is going to be 15,000, 1,500 or more. Part is 200, 1,500. I don't want a $1,500 thing. Is that something I can replace on my own? I know it's not, but I mean, maybe his friend will do it for cheaper than 1,500 for labor. Miss Luna, thank you so much for the follow. It's the axle. I have no idea what it is. I have to get the whole car off the ground and take apart suspension. Damn. That sounds expensive. If you don't know how to load the suspension, you'll kill yourself doing it wrong. Dang it. I was hoping this was just like... I know what you said was a thing that I'm like, that probably needs to be lifted up and like all special parts, but you know, I always wonder, I'm like, maybe it's just like an easy thing. No, of course it's not. Buy older cars, easier to fix. Yeah. It only shakes at higher speeds or only acceleration. The higher speeds. It was making some vibration while the car was just on and we were sitting in it. But the actual, like, shaking was when Joe was putting his foot on the gas. And it was above a certain speed. Like, it seemed to be above 40. Initially, it was above, like, 80, and then it was above 60, and then it was kind of above 40, but obviously we didn't want to keep driving on it, so. Old 1940 pickup, a little bit of ball twine and some duct tape will fix almost anything. A cheap alternative is a sledgehammer? No. Always check the OBD2 codes before buying and replacing parts. How many miles? 80,000. It's got very little miles for something that is a 2000 car. It's literally a 2000 Toyota Avalon. This thing is old. Cheapest way to get new tires is you rent a car and swap the tires for yours. No. No, you do not do that. You know what happens when you do that? You pay a ridiculous fee for returning the car with bad tires on it. They might even sue you. Spark plug's been changed. I have no idea. Who's still listening to Part of Your Lifetime in 2024, right? Sometimes bad plugs does the same thing or cycle. Just want to make sure when I go to look at my order, it is coming out. Correct. Could be a power steering pump liquid. Make sure steering fluid is full. There's also a leak sealing fluid for power steering pumps. Best check that first. It could be another power steering problem because we haven't gotten that fixed. Don't trust chat to diagnose car troubles, especially given your tendencies when describing things. Already has a power steering issue. Yes. When when you turn the car, the wheel goes ee, and then when you turn it backwards, it goes ee. You think it's the power steering making the car chug? Low on fluid. Or out. But it's not when turning, it's just accelerating. I'll have them look into that. Kira thinks KISS principal, yes. Or out, yes. Don't care. There was a guy. Is that something I can go check myself? Power steering fluid cycles regardless of turning. Yes? Oh. It's a tank? Oh. I'm gonna look up videos. Let me, maybe. Inside of engine bay has level. Maybe we will check that. That would be cool. There's a guy that had almost the exact same problem as you described, and he had a bad spark plug, and you're leaning towards Malcure's ideas. Okay, let me write these down. Spark plugs. Spark. Plugs. And power. Steering. Level. Okay. Don't check fluid level cold. Needs to be. Inside of engine bay has level. Needs to be near full. Also, don't check fluid level coiled. Run engine for 10 to 15 minutes before checking power steering fluid. Okay. 10 to 15 first. Okay, not sleeping tonight, had a nightmare. Not explaining it, Kiwa. Just a horrible way to live. I am so sorry, Arthur. Power steering fluid is orange/red clear. Okay. Why is citrine so difficult to farm? I don't know, but she's totally worth it. 100% worth your time. tank is very low / empty, you need to fill ASAP. Okay. I wonder if that's been the problem. It doesn't get used, it's hydraulic. So if it's low, there's a leak in the system. If it doesn't get used, it's hydraulic. So if it's low, there's a leak in the system. Get a steering fluid that is self-sealing. That way you get more life from the system. Interesting. Alright, I guess I will do... So yeah, because somebody was saying the issues we were having with, like, other stuff was power steering related. So if it was... Maybe it's just power steering. That would be nice. That would definitely be nice. Check power steering tank, Discord DM me if you have questions. Thank you! That would be so nice if it's just something like that that I can kind of do on my own. See, someone did send me here for a reason. I was like, it's probably the car troubles, but like... Car is sad. Make it happy. Maybe an alignment issue related to suspension component? Maybe. Let me go do stuff in here. Massage snippet. Oops. You're like Sokka in Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you ever saw that series, 1 minute not sleeping, the next minute. Yeah, I could totally see that. Anyways, since I am here, says Malkiar. Yes? What can I do for you, sir? You have a problem with the passage. Okay. No, stop. Keep your wallet to yourself, young man, says Flavor. No, it doesn't have... Just because he's here for something does not mean it is money related. I am allowed to have conversations with people. You... No. Shush. Shush your face. Oh man, my eye is so itchy. Both of you. Okay, I'm shutting up now. What can I do for you? What problem do you have with your passage? Trying to make something sound threatening, spoken by someone to someone else. Trying to make something sound threatening, spoken by someone to someone else. Okay. I'm not a very threatening person, but I can attempt to help. He said that we should check that, so. Okay. I will hang you from a tree and open your belly. I will rake out your internal... I don't know if I should read that out loud. It says sponsored stream. Let me read it in my head first anyway, because it'll sound better than the way I speak it. I heard that squeak. I don't... And I will think on you. Not a fan of that part. Feels too wordy and doesn't quite feel threatening enough. Maybe a little bit. Okay, I'll be heading in soon. So are you just trying to come across as threatening? Yeah, I think context might be needed, because right now, it kind of sounds like you're trying to talk... Yes, I know you're trying to be threatening, but it also kind of sounds like you're trying to talk down to someone you think is lower class than you. Possibly? I don't know. Just the wording makes it feel like that. Context. I knew what you meant. Content. Contact. Out of Forma blueprints again. Hi, Zap. How are you? You're only okay? I'm wondering if it should be separated between what you are doing to the body to make it
if lost upon the plains
harmed,
outside Cetus,
and then separate that in a separate paragraph from what that's going to mean for the afterlife. I don't know, maybe that's why it feels a little different, because like some of what you're talking about is just what you plan to do to them, and then some of it is just like your soul's gonna be damned. It's a predator species threatening a young person from another race that hurt someone of their family. Okay, so it is talking down to, at least that was coming across. hence the emphasis on meat and the value of eating a kill. Yeah. I still think, and I will think on you in the chill nights, sounds like a weird way to phrase that. Other than that, do they care about souls? I don't know. I don't know if predator species care about souls, because that's the only other part, knowing the context, that kind of seems out of context, out of the realm of what they might be saying. Hey Dragonblade, guess what? I have good news for you. The cats love their toys. So much so that I was using the stick toy that has a dangly, like, piece of fabric from it. And I did not see how fast Naya was going, and she threw her whole body at the dangly toy, and it pulled the stick out of my hand and went flying. She really likes that, which is awesome to see. Couldn't think of better of the word for an essence of a person that helps power the cycle of life. Maybe talking about the fact that you're... Do they believe in reincarnation or anything like that? Because maybe you could talk about even the essence of you will be so mangled. I don't know. Live stream, but you're not putting in a Final Fantasy reference. But yeah, maybe like the essence of you will be so mangled that even the gods will turn away. I don't know, it still feels weird to bring in any type of religious aspect. I don't know how they feel. I beg of you, give us more favorited color slots. Not just having fun, guess what? What? Also, all my other presents, except for one of the mystery ones from Discord, have come in, so. Joe brought me all my goodies yesterday. Troll. You're gonna make people watch an advertisement 1 minute and 1 second early. Alright people, if you are not subbed to the channel, thank you very much for continuing to put up with advertisements. If you are sick of them, please let me know. I know everyone is sick of them, but please understand that they do help me pay my bills. So I'm gonna run one early, and it's Dragonblade's fault, so you can blame them. If you would like one of those subs, I can put you on an I like to be subbed list, because I know freaking everyone hates watching them. You don't want to watch the ad. Wait, no, this is Lobster. I'll put you and Neko on the list. I will pull up the list. I will fix that problem as quickly as, I don't know, someone can. I also have to go through this list because I guarantee you a lot of these people probably are subbed right now. Because I'm pretty sure Alpha Ryan was given a sub the other day, but I'm not sure. Don't want to change anything until I know for sure. Because, like, what Flavored is subbed right now, and he's still on this list, so it's definitely inaccurate. I will remove you from here right now, good sir. Trying more of, it is natural for prey to be eaten and be part of the cycle of meat to dirt, to plant, to meat again. But I will soil your meat so that it is never part of the cycle again. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know how else that could be phrased. Maybe you could go along the lines of the fact that you will dangle there until you are just bone, and then only I will remember you, and I will be warmed on a chilled night by your death. I don't know. Okay, you want? I will kill you and make your death as... Not reincarnation, just I will kill you and make your death as meaningless as possible. It does come across as threatening. It really does. I just don't know... I don't know how to help you make it more threatening. I don't even know if it can be. Food coma inducing ad. I can give you another food coma inducing ad. You guys can do !HelloFresh and support me by buying yourself ingredients that show up where you can cook your own food and not have to go to the grocery store. Is that a good segue? Should I do that thing where I give a call to action? You guys want to hear it? Ba-ba-da-da. Click my link or use my code and get 10 free meals plus free breakfast for life. 1 breakfast item per box while subscription is active if you're in the US. The link and code are valid in all countries and the respective local discount will apply. Ta-da! It is a new mobile sponsorship, Hypergreed, for the next 2 weeks. Or just shy of 2 weeks, because I started yesterday. That one... First 10 matches, reach rating levels 240, 370, 570. Purchase a $4 to $10 pack after reaching 175. Purchase a $15 pack after reaching level 175. Those are all options. Did that or... Ignore it, leave it up to you. Oh, I heard that, but I didn't realize that that was in-game end for me. Did I have your fresh flesh will rot and your soul will be forever damned. I originally had your flesh will rot and you will provide no value to the cycle ever again, and without even a vacancy of need to mark your passing. Honestly, that sounds a bit more threatening. I don't know about the vacancy of need, but I do like the idea of the cycle of life thing. That personally sounds more Predator than anything to do with religion. You could say something that, like, even the youngest of babes will scoff at your mangledness. I don't know. I'm not good at this kind of thing. You think this is the first time I've unironically used pink as a primary color? This is beautiful. This is very beautiful. I also do not like the new Twitch mobile update. No one does. Exile. I have yet to hear a single person be happy about it. I have had at least one person per stream come in here and be like, I got the new mobile update of Twitch and it is garbage. I'm like, yep. I don't like it either. You live off of ramen, Easy Mac, cans of tuna, cans of fruit. People leave at free food spots, says Neko. I'm so sorry. That sounds tough. Beautiful. Yeah, so much so. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna give it a 10. It's very striking.
So anyways, the farmer that could do magic turned his tractor into a field.
Interesting. Think the trader in the 300 and now we never hear his name. Eris. Eris, what are you talking about? I literally told you earlier that I don't understand when you write random things like that make no sense. Yeah, Mars, I don't like it either. Like I said, no one understands. It is still space operas, so while they are a predatory species, they are very removed from hunter subsistence. So the cycle is almost as much a religious concept as it is a social construct. I want to stay away from Lion King, Cycle of Life, and Final Fantasy VII live stream stuff. Yeah. It's like an old social trappings and not actual central belief. I don't dislike it either way. Like I'm saying, I could see someone like a Predator understanding the concepts of what humans deal with and using that against them to be more threatening. So it's not out of the realm of possibility and could fit within the context.
Operator, did you hear that? It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot!
I do see that, Exile, that you want me to drink water. I will do that. Absolutely not lurking and putting you at max volume to keep awake at work. Ha ha ha. Guess who was falling asleep at the beginning part of stream? I was literally blinking out. We were doing Deep Archimedia. And I was kind of totally blinking out on stream. Spantans had a way to tell people off and not sound so. Live a good long life. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Flavored walked up to a quaint little stream. How does that go? That's the got any grapes thing, isn't it? Got any Lith P9s? You need Lith P9s? The threatened isn't human either. It's more like a centaur, but without the 4 legs. Be a whole thing describing. Yeah, no, I get that, but maybe... Does the centaur have an essence when it comes to that? Like, do they feel like they're... You know what? I'd say go with it. I think I'm reading too much into things. When it comes to religion, I'm just, like, very picky anyway, but... Correct and congrats, we're old. The rest of it sounds really good. It does sound intimidating. But that was the only thing, because it fell off, because all of a sudden, you were talking about decimating the body, what I'm going to do to your body, what it's going to be as you feel the pain. And then that just kind of shifted a little. Maybe, like, even a second sentence that had to do more with, I don't know, how you won't be a part of a good afterlife because of it might help, but it felt out of place when I read it. What about length? No, it's about right in terms of length. So work around soul word usage. Yeah, that's the only thing, like, that's just how I feel about that it just felt off. And especially now knowing that it's Predator based, I know they don't have a religious thing. Maybe something along the lines of even... I don't know. Maybe something like no one's gonna come to save you kind of idea. There will be no chance for hope, because, like, hope is something that people really rely on. I don't know if centaurs really care about that. Just joined back and you heard good length, which is a good length. The length that it needs to be, that's a good length. You have no context, but it sounds cool. It does. Flesh will rot, and even the insects shall shun, returning your waste of flesh to the ground. That's a lot better. That definitely sounds... Yes. That definitely sounds a lot more like, even the smallest of things shall turn away. Like, that kind of thing definitely feels a lot more Predator-like. What do you mean, boo, right guy? Very scary. You shall manually breathe furthermore, thanks. How about the Automon's gonna love this? Just another useless body to add to the ever-growing pile. Because I'm going back to read the original one more time. Hang from a tree and open your belly, rake out your entrails, and watch as carrion eaters fight over your guts while you yet live. Either while you let live or like you can feel every bite that they shall, I don't know, like really lean into the pain. And in the end, you are no more than a wretched piece of filthy meat. I know. Yeah, the rest of that we've already gone over. Oh, haha, you've reposted it. How even better. For some reason your Ember is perpetually looking to her right. I don't know how to help you. Yeah, that sounds a lot more that sounds a lot better. Missing an in the last sentence.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
I do. And on chill nights, I will think on you and be warmed by the memory of your death. Yeah, that does sound better. Hello, Numpon, welcome back. Yeah, I think that flows significantly better. And it doesn't feel out of place. Because, like, everyone understands how, you know, the circle of life works. And having no benefit to dying. You can't even feed the insects. Death will be meaningless. Rob's chapter 16. Cool. Oh, that was a... that clicked a lot. Alright, you go to copy edit so I can I got to copy edit so I can post now. Enjoy. I hope it goes smoothly. It's almost 2 a.m. and I've kind of just been standing in my orbiter for a really long time. Ooh. One topic. Last topic before I go to bed. I have something cool and Warframe related that I want to talk about. To a week right now, to pop your back, and in hindsight, it was a bad day to do all that yard work. Well, if it's over 75 degrees, I prefer not to do yard work regardless. But yeah. Okay, so I have some theory crafting. We all know that the next update for Warframe that comes out this month is called Lotus Eaters. I happen to be talking with Joe's friend Chris, that, you know, friend of mine that I used to live with. And when Joe had said the update was called Lotus Eaters, Chris's brain was like, well, that sounds familiar. And I was like, what do you mean it sounds familiar? Now I gotta look it up. I thought, you know, Lotus Eaters, Lotus, like that's probably what it just is. No, there's more lore. DE probably did the thing again that they always do, where they pull in and name something that has to do with some mythology. And so I'm gonna show you the screen in a second, so we can go over the fact that, like, can I make this dark first? Appearance. Dark mode. There we go. Before I blind all of you accidentally. Okay, Lotus Eaters is actually a Greek mythology thing. Didn't know much about Warframe, but you're ordered to say Excalibur is your favorite. Pity. No, it's okay. Greek mythos. Yes, it's part of Greek mythology. Mind control plants? Yes. I did not know this. I did not know Lotus Eaters was a thing, but I've got some theory crafting and I want to vent it out to all of you and give you my idea on it before it becomes a thing, so I can look back and be like, ha, I was right, or be like, dang, DE still did it really well, but it was something else entirely. You remember that from the Percy Jackson movie? Yeah, see, Chris had asked me if I've seen Percy Jackson. I said no. Oh yeah, lit nerds all probably went, aha, yeah, I didn't, because I'm not a well-versed individual. So this one did not catch my eye. So, in Greek mythology, the Lotus Eaters were a race of people living on an island dominated by the lotus tree, a plant whose botanical identity is uncertain. The lotus fruits and flowers were the primary food of the island and were a narcotic, causing the inhabitants to sleep in peaceful apathy. After they ate the lotus, they would forget their home and loved ones and long only to stay with their fellow Lotus Eaters. Those who ate the plant never cared to report or return. Figuratively, it denotes people who spend their time indulging in pleasure and luxury rather than dealing with practical concerns. That sure sounds like the Orokin to me. Does it not? That they would rather deal in pleasure and luxury, and all the peasants can deal with other things? It pretty much sounds like the Orokin and their Kuva, or red whatever it is that lets them keep changing bodies. I think this is what we're dealing with. I think the Lotus Eaters are either going to give us some sort of, like, flashback Orokin shit.
Flavor says, and now, to spark a discussion that definitely highlights my mental age, with Ember Heirloom having released, who has the best butt in Warframe?
It's probably
Kappa.
still Wisp, but Ember's is pretty nice. But, like, this is where it's going in my head. Does Ballast rise from the dead and steal Lotus a second time? I don't think it necessarily has to do with Lotus as in our Space Mom. Even though, after they ate the Lotus, they would forget their home and loved ones and only want to stay with Lotus, which is our Space Mom, and she did have us have the second dream with some sort of sleep. But I really do think that maybe it's Orokin based. Rhythm minigame, boy band sequence. I love rhythm games. Please give me a rhythm game. That would be great. Maybe Lotus turned out to be the true villain. She's been the true villain all along. Hey Kira, did you notice the shape of the mouth that vomits the Excal to fight Arthur? Yes. Joe said it looked... I don't remember what he said it looked like. I thought it kind of looked like a mutated version of, like, the Little Shop of Horrors or our Helminth mouth. But that's just me. You hope not. Ballast is like Palpatine for the Warframe verse. He's so dead. Keep him dead, please. I don't want Ballast to come back. But this makes me think one of two things. I don't think they're just gonna throw in some sort of Tau type place, so I don't think it's going to be that, where the sentients were terraforming, and those that didn't come back to fight us stayed there. Like, I don't think it's that, but it's possible. Think about how many petals it has. I didn't see how many petals it had. Is it ain't no lie, bye 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 bye. Is it ain't no lie with K-pop, bye bye bye. Space Daddy coming to space. Thanks, Space Mommy. Nah, think about how many petals it has. How did the Lotus become the Tenno's guide? Hun Hao, I believe, sent her to be a spy. But she ended up mimicking, because she is a mimic, Margulis, and fell in love with us anyway. Remember, though, it's meant as a prologue to 1999, so a setup questline. It was a double agent. Double agent again. Yeah. So, that's the only thing, like, as a setup... If it is some sort of setup to 1999 and it's not Orokin related, this is definitely going to be like people indulged in something they weren't supposed to do, and that's how the infested ended up being. People were like eating infested things because it was making them feel good. And then that's how we ended up with what we did. But I'm thinking it's gonna go back even farther somehow. Basically, Lotus Centaur was a triple agent. Yes. Better than Ballast disembodied soul escaping to 1999. No. Ballast can stay dead. Ballast sucks. Ballast does not need to come back and make an appearance. I think DE is referencing the Lotus Eaters novel from like 2010. There's a Lotus Eaters novel. She pretended to be the person that saved them. What was the deal with the man in the mirror made with the Tenno? And is it different from Daddy and Trotty? The man in the mirror. The man in the wall? I think the man in the wall needed us to complete something for them, and giving us the void powers gave them the opportunity to make us do that thing that they needed in the future or the past, because we can now travel time somehow. It's also a really old sci-fi short called The Lotus Eaters about a parasite planet. 1958, I think. Dang, that sounds way more close to what we're dealing with, because it is based around... Is it Lotus Eaters? Sci-fi. Science fiction, short. Lotus Eaters. Month after the events in Parasite Planet, Hamilton and Bromie get married and everything. I'm sorry, this is spoilers if you care about this kind of shit. I've been commissioned by the Royal Society to explore the night side of Venus. They find a species of warm-blooded mobile plants with a communal intelligence. Oh, that sounds a lot more like what we're dealing with. It's not Orokin, darn. They find a species of warm-blooded mobile plants with a communal intelligence that Burlingham names Oscar. Oscar is very intelligent, quickly picking up English from Hammond and Burlingham. Humans learn that Oscar begins reproduce by releasing clear bubbles full of gaseous spores. When the bubbles burst, the spores come to rest on another Oscar being, eventually grow into another individual and bud off. In Parasite Planet, the vicious night-dwelling things are used, these bubbles, to attack Hammond and Burlingham, since the spores are sporific events on humans. Humans are horrified to learn that, being plants, the Oscar beings have no survival instinct. Despite their greater than human intelligence, the Oscar beings react with indifference from the local triopts, attacks, and consume them. This prompts Bromine to name their species Lotus Eaters of Venus. Hammond and Protein barely escape the triops themselves, and after exposure to the spores leaves them also almost catatonic. Well, maybe we are going back to like the beginning of the the infested then. I mean, I definitely think it's a back in time thing, not where we are currently, and I think we're going to have some sort of interaction with back in time. So maybe it's either, I want it to be Orokin, but I get that everything's infested right now. So if that is the case, maybe we are finding some sort of infested thing that is starting to mutate and infect where it's not supposed to. I don't know. Could still be inspired, doesn't have to be one for mythology. Facebook and Rib Twitter, Toad spreading nonsense. I think it's infested as tech related. A reference to people being glued to the internet. Yeah, so between this and like the other Greek thing, maybe it is the idea that people are just so much more interested in being absorbed by pleasure and what is the other one? It was pleasure and you know, just not having to deal with the real world. You can get a New Year's kiss from Wally. I hope not. I don't want anything to do with Wally. It's planted by Hunhao. One objective, destroy Orokin. Second objective, destroy the Tenno. That was the first double cross. Second was when Lotus showed up and said, no, I'm not killing the kids. Now die. I've been confused. The lore made you think that all the Orokin were dead. But we've got the Grenier Queen. Ballas and Albric. We don't know anymore. A lot of them are dead. Not all of them. Yeah, the writer, you realized something. Chains of Harrow indirectly is a reference to All Summer in a Day. Not all Orokin died at Tenno hands. Some went through continuity, the queens. Some went inside Deimos, the Entrati. Albric went to 1999. Well, Albric was with the Entrati, but yes, now he's in 1999. Ballas went to the ground to avoid onslaught and then came back to steal the Lotus from us. Yeah, there are others, I believe, as well, but yes, not all of them died at the hands of Tenno. Some of them died at the hands of Orden Karis and a bunch of other stuff. So The Last of Us, but planet parasite, not fungus. Yeah, to read up on that quest. It was the one with Rill. Yes. Plants have feelings and they will make us feel back. Vegan Omni diets of all peeps. Parallel outcasted just like Margot for being different. There was an Orokin that got ate by Grendel and one that Varuna ate. Yeah, and Dagoth killed a bunch because of the way that she was cast aside as well. So Dagoth definitely killed a few Orokin. Like, probably more than a few. Problem with the Lotus Eaters in mythology is it's part of the Odyssey, and while DE has pulled from myths, a lot of DE stuff more pulls from things like Ray Radbury, Aladvia's Orokin too. Yeah. Given how much they listen to Party of Your Lifetime, knowing the context clues hidden in the song, if at any point you say something like, "We are the vessel through which immortality is achieved," feel free to either ignore me or ideally set me on fire. Wait, are we getting John Carpenter's The Thing in Warframe? Because if we don't know what the Infested look like in their original state, that's what I'm thinking, Neko. Like, I think it's just going to be crazy. Still want to know what the new race of Warframe babies will be. Yep. Treated differently because she lived on Earth and the kids didn't believe her. Rel was treated differently because of autism. You didn't get the parallels while playing through it. Question if Stalker is a god baby daddy. Good question. Yeah, DE is getting good reference material and melding it into Warframe lore. Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of what DE has done since the beginning of time. But yeah, so it is It is interesting, and it was just kind of something that I was mulling over, that there might be more reference, because they tend to do this, and they gave us a lot by showing that image as well. So, I don't know. We know original infested on Earth was Tekrot. Right, but we don't necessarily know what an original
James
infested on
Show91
other
just
places
subscribed
is.
for 28 months. Pretty princess.
James, thank you so much for the resub. Gemstar, have you seen the online fan site and what happens when you double click on each of the members? Yes. Now go reread Snow Crash. What is Snow Crash? Turn in your nerd card right now. I'm sorry. I'm just a wee little lass. You're welcome, Hypergreed. See, that's the whole point of doing mobile games. I'm trying to find ones that you people will become addicted to, or just really like. But yeah, there are all kinds of milestones for that. I can't show you because I'm technically supposed to be showing off only HelloFresh stuff, but Snow Crash book. But yes, I guess that it's a book because you said reread it. It was either book or some. That's very far in the future. Okay, I wasn't even born yet when that book came out. Okay, I know that's probably gonna make you hate the fact that I also feel like I'm old, but like I wasn't born yet when that book came out. Have you read Neuromancer? No. I honestly have not read enough things in general. I don't read a lot. I liked reading in school, but I didn't like being forced to read at a specific pace or a specific book, so I did not read enough. And I was also too focused on schoolwork to read anything that wasn't school related as well for a very long time, so... Arthur, Caliban, Banshee, Celtic lore. Arthur, Excalibur, Caliban, Sword of the First Kings. Nyx is a reference to scanners. We have a lot of... We have like 3 of 4 generations of nerds here wanting the young generation to give up their nerd card for different reasons. Honestly though, I am not the youngest generation though. Everything 80s, 90s cyberpunk internet is based on ideas of Neuromancer and Snow Crash. Interesting. Hey, you must have completed your first 5 matches there, Hypergreed. Kira's favorite frame. The Hag of the Moors? No. Have you seen Metropolis? No. Isn't that one of the books that Malkior had recommended me to do? I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know. I am bad of this. I am bad about this. So, Hypergreed, the other things you can do is reach rating 240, reach rating 370, reach rating 570. You could spend $4 to $10, or you can also purchase a $15 plus pack after reaching rating 175, if you're interested. You want hacker quotes in the 1999 contact, live action series out of Neuromancer. You'll like how STTOS tricoder is the inspiration for the original cell phone. You're pretty fast and you're just playing till you got the Chromask hero. Alright, I'm gonna go send you guys elsewhere because now I've talked about the topic that I wanted to talk about. Going back to Warframe after years, Call of Duty is more like progress story for love. Progress story. Love story for the blue girl. Yes. But I like theory crafting, and if you guys come up with any more, come back and talk to me about it, because I'm very curious. Who's online? Who's online? You're officially using your go-to-bed card? Are you really? You're officially using your go-to-bed card, Hypergreed? I thought you gave yours up. Didn't you give yours to Sire J? You did, but you can officially use it. You know what? I'm gonna dedicate the last couple of minutes of this stream to Hypergreed, because Hypergreed is forcing me to go to bed right now. D&D is making such a large splash. I need someone to revive Shadowrun. So I'm going to bed courtesy of Hypergreed. I'm going to take my meds and go throw myself at the bed. No, because it's his. Night, Kayla. Night, people. Where do you guys want to go? Darn, no Ed. No, no Ed. Go harass Gold Hair. We're saying Snooty. We can go to Snooty. We haven't been there in a while, so that's cool. I went to Rage recently, Nova. Alright, people, thank you very much for coming to hang out. I appreciate it. Thank you, HelloFresh, again. If you guys are unaware, they have been sponsoring this whole stream. You can always click my link or use my code and get 10 free meals and a free breakfast for life. 1 breakfast item per box while the subscription is active if you're in the US. The link and code are valid in all countries and respective local discounts will apply. If you guys are interested in that, you can do !HelloFresh. So, thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Go hang out with Snooty. She's fantastic. And I will see you all tomorrow. Technically later today, because it's 2 a.m. But Drozen, Korgers, Vader, Scooby-Doo, Flavored, Malchior, Jasonator, Mr. Dominicus, Hypergreed, Nova. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. Mars Knights. I'll read the campaign portfolio of a dragon. I don't have time to read. I'm sorry, Malchior. I have time to make content and sleep. That's it. Skip Zarin. I'm sorry. You had a bubble around your name, and I didn't know. Zarin, I love you. I hope Sora doesn't get mad at me for saying that. Bye, Zarin. Bye, people.